Are you ready for the Low Blows Network? It's the show where you control what's on the agenda. Ask us anything and we're bound to answer. Starring Rick Nash, Corporate King, and the Queen of Irish Wrestling, Katie Harvey. It's Ask Low Blows.
So a story as we get kicked off here on Ask Low Blows. A friend of mine was down at the Cure gig last week in Malahide. Sent me a text as they were waiting in the queue, because they know like that I'm mad for Game of Thrones and stuff like that, and they're like, oh my god. I'm like, what? Aiden Gillen is ahead of me in the queue. And I'm like, oh my god, you have to say something like. And then I'm like, hold on, I'll send you a voicey of me going, oh Shanta, you want to get the nights in the bed? and then just like put it in his ear.
This has Father Ted, I don't believe, are written all over it.
Yeah. And then fortunately she had the same reaction. It was like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm like, okay, fair enough. Anyway, like eventually she lost him, and that we thought was the end of that. Later the next day, I'm like, did you see him again? What's the crack? She's like, no, I actually had it was a deadly night, but I had a bad end of the night. I'm like, oh, what happened? And she's like, oh, I fell like at the train because there was a bit of a crush going into the train, and I ended up falling, but fortunately some strangers ended up lifting me up and helping me out and stuff like that. And then she turns around and she's like, oh my god, how cool would it have been at the end of it all if I'd have looked up and Aiden Gillen had just been standing there like, come with me, kid. And I'm like, are you messing? She's like, what? I'm like, that'd be fucking terrifying. You're bewildered, you're just falling, you don't know what's going on, and you look up and Littlefinger's there like, come with me. You'd be like, fuck off, don't take me to see Ramsay. I'm like, no, that's the worst possible thing that could fucking happen. Imagine, I'm pretty sure that's a scene in Game of Thrones where he's just hovering over someone with his hand out. Like, no, that's a fucking horror story waiting to happen. So, as you get kicked off here on another edition of Ask Low Blows, what I want to know is, what would the most horrific sight that you could be in that situation? Like, who would be the worst possible celebrity? Try not to like take things of people we know or anything. Who would be the worst possible celebrity that you could see in that position? Like, you're vulnerable, you're weak, you need help, and you look up, and who's the worst person you could see?
Jimmy Savile? We're all thinking like,
wait, dead Jimmy Savile the way he is now, or alive Jimmy
Take
Savile?
my strong hand.
Is there any better option? I mean, like, they're both just as bad, really. I don't know. Yes, it's probably some pedo or something. I don't know. Who do you have?
Like, for you, like, because you're so young, you have to worry about
Yeah, I think it's more terrifying for you.
I'm 21.
So if a pedophile came to you and was like, hey, take my hand, you'd be like, oh, that's okay, yeah, sure, no bother.
I'm 30, I'm safe, like.
Yeah, but it's still a pedo. You don't want to be like holding hands with a pedo walking.
No, chances are he'd go to reach for my hand, I'd be like, but I'm 30, and he'd be like, eh, and probably kick me down further because I'm 30.
Yeah, but even if you didn't, you're still holding hands with a pedo. That's not a good situation to be in. Like,
no, my look.
Would
You want to take a picture and put on Twitter?
Why are you, like, at this stage continuing to hold hands with Jimmy Savile? Like, he's helped you up, and you're just like, should I let go of the hands?
Why am I the weirdo in this situation?
Because you're saying that it wouldn't be that weird if a pedo was like...
No, I'm saying it wouldn't be that scary. It would be weird if a dead paedophile tried to help me off the ground.
Exactly, it is scary. Why is it not scary?
It is scary. It's scarier how you're still holding hands. When do you let go of his hands?
Well,
like, you don't walk.
But you don't
hold
it.
Walk hand in hand with him. Like.
I do the. Do you ever see the Donald Trump handshake where you shake someone's hand and neither of them let go, so they're both walking in that position where they're holding hands? Fucking gas.
Amazing, Katie. Anything worse than Jimmy Savile or Littlefinger?
Bear Grylls.
Oh, controversial.
Right, because you think in a bad situation Bear Grylls would be helpful, yeah?
Right, yeah.
No, he takes things to the extreme. Like, I could imagine, like, being outside and it starts raining and Bear Grylls be like, oh, let me get you shelter. And rather than giving you, like, an umbrella or something, he'd fucking make you shoot a deer, skin it, and hide in its skin and, like, use that to hibernate until the rain stopped. Because he's just that kind of person.
I will shelter you with my urine.
No.
What's with the urine?
Yeah,
what's with the urine?
Yeah.
Like, why is that so loose to everything?
Yeah, you'd be like, are you a bit thirsty? Drink your piss. It's like,
Yeah.
all right. I mean, it's okay,
I have
whatever you're into.
Volvic here. here.
Pours out your water like, no, drink your piss.
Like he did that show in the Burren in County Clare before, and he's going on as if he's in the middle of the Sahara. Mate, you can't walk more than 15 minutes in Ireland and not hit a pub. Like, you're not in danger there. You're just being extreme for the sake of it. Like,
You're literally drinking your own piss outside a pub. Go in like a normal person and drink Dutch Gold. All right, if you want piss, that's the piss we drink over here, sir. Another start to Oslo Pose. Starting as we mean to continue, guys, is the show where you control what's on the agenda. Ask us literally anything on Twitter and we will answer it. As Dave Bandana, talk nerdy to me on the Lobos Network got on and did. He asked if you could be a member of any TV sitcom family, which would it be and why? Keen, you got it?
Modern Family. Because
it's a good one.
Imagine if Phil Dunphy's your dad. Every day is going to be funny. No matter what, like, that's easy to answer.
I'd go Modern Family as well.
Yeah, that's a great answer.
Yeah.
My one was the Foremans from the 70s show.
Which one? Are they the main one?
Yeah, so like Kitty and Red is your
Oh,
parents,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Eric is your brother, but like all your mates living in your house in your basement,
Yeah.
and like I'm rewatching the 70s show and I really love it, and that'd be a nice family to grow up in.
That sounds awful. Imagine all your friends living in your house. Like, fucking imagine Oren just in my house. Fucking Bush. Who else? They're just all in my house. Like, I wouldn't be able to
But
handle
like
that.
they have a cool basement hangout, and like, you know, it's a nice simple way of life, and like they go to gigs and they go to wrestling shows and they hang out. Like,
Yeah, but Phil Dunphy's
Down
not
the
your
street,
dad.
yeah,
doing the same old thing they did last week.
yeah.
I like Modern Family. I'm gonna side with them because as well, like they're a nice family. Like even as crazy as things get, it's never like bad. It's always
They're
like
all lovely, like.
they all love each other. It's always fun. It's always like it's dramatic, but it's like in a nice way.
Even
Yeah.
their cousins and all, like fucking Manny and all them, like, are fucking gas.
Yeah, exactly. You get some crack out of Manny. Like even if you're laughing at him, like you'd be like,
It's one of them shows that's still funny as well. Like,
yeah,
and
it works.
I think I'm going to end up like Claire. I think
Yes.
I think when I'm a ma, I'm going to be Claire.
100%.
That's now a match I want to see in Fight Factory is you versus Claire Dunphy. That's like dream match.
I could just see myself being uptight and frazzled and a control freak and just like trying to control children.
I think you already are, Claire. Like, before Fight Factory shows, 100%. Clueless Nerd got on and asked, you've been given 3 wishes. One to make the world better in some way, one to
Bollocks.
better your life specifically in some way, and one is open to anything. What would your 3 wishes be? Don't worry, I didn't take it neither.
Oh, I thought, because I literally had so many questions, I was like, alright, look at that one, look at that one, look at that one. I was like, I'll get back to that. And I never got back to that.
One to make the world better in some way.
Gonna go like nice and continue on my Saudi Arabia rant and say maybe everyone has equal rights.
Okay, boring.
Yeah, I want to come with a good at, like, it's not
To make
a
the world a
bad
better
answer.
place. Like,
Get rid of Twitter.
No, that's a
I-
horrible idea.
Yeah,
I fucking love Twitter.
I think, yeah, but that's the problem. We're all addicted to it. Okay, I'll compromise. I'll meet in the middle. Get rid of the like button.
No.
Yes.
No.
Get rid of what?
Because what you get with the like button are people who, like, play towards it and say things deliberately for it. You get people, like have opinions presented as equals.
But how would
No, but they're not equal. Some opinions are shit.
How would my life be validated if I didn't?
That's the point. Because they've introduced this little heart, you now feel that is necessary.
Yeah, I've honestly sent tweets out, and if they haven't got a like in 15 minutes, just deleted them and been like,
Oh, that's
fuck.
pussy shit. I
Katie.
hate when people do that.
Katie, you didn't need that 10 years ago.
I did. I was on MySpace looking for love. Bebo, like, send me your fucking love heart once a day. Like.
These are old.
Yeah, I know, okay?
No, that's horrible. Yeah, but I don't have any other answer. I'm like,
What would the world be better with? Like, how would you change the world that would make it better towards you? It doesn't have to be like the right answer. It can be a corporate keen answer.
well, Pringles are 162 in Duns right now, and I love that. So maybe if they were always at that price, but then would Pringles stop making Pringles? Would they be making less money out of it? I don't know.
The profit margins.
Yeah, so I have to take that into account.
I'd like to be able to bring my dog to work. That'd be a nice little perk, and if there was a little doggy daycare there.
That's something which would make your
Are you
life
not allowed?
specifically.
Are you not allowed to bring your dog to work?
I don't know if that'd make
Well-
the world better. If we moved on to your life, that'd be.
I
a
work
good
in a
answer.
gym, so like,
So
I don't know, the dog's not going to go on the treadmill. Oh, he might go on the treadmill all
That'd
day.
be funny.
Bring
That'd
your
be
dog to
funny.
work anyway.
Oh
Fuck,
my
no one's gonna
god!
object.
Can you do that and like get a video? You get loads of likes. I know you like them.
would.
There you
I
go.
do like
Let it
likes.
go viral. You can advertise your SoundCloud underneath it. You'd be set. Like, how would you make your own life better in some way? Keane. Like specifically selfish. Like, what are you missing at the moment that you can add? You have a wish here.
I would like speed up lag to be taken out of FIFA. That fucks me up constantly. So if you know what that is, good. If you don't, you don't. I think if it lags for one person, it should lag for everyone. And I know that's not the greatest thing, but for me, that would have a massive impact on my life. The only thing that gets me really angry is FIFA. Nothing else really gets me that angry.
It's your wish. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I actually agree with Kane, because do you know how many PlayStation controllers have been smashed in my house due to lag?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is Phil...
Fucking hurled at the wall. Yeah.
Man, yeah, I can relate to that. It hurts.
I'd like to be let back into my own FIFA account. I got hacked by some Russian and I can't get in and I can't play online or do anything. I can't play foot either. Like, it's fucking annoying. No, but if I had to improve my metabolism, I'd like be one of those people who could eat what I want and like have an amazing metabolism, because I'm fucking working me whole off, but like my cheat day fucks me up every time, like, because and I'm not even bad. I'll have like a takeaway or a pizza. I'm not even one of these people who eats everything on my cheat day. I'll have like one bad meal and then I'm just eating like a normal person.
Man,
but
just get fat. I don't get why we don't all just get fat and then it evens out because we're all the same then. Do you know what I mean?
It's unhealthy for your body,
Yeah, but we'll all be like that, so it's fine.
so it's fine.
Like, if everyone's unhealthy, no one's unhealthy.
I'm not going to lie, like, I don't care about, like, that. I'm more just using it to, like, get better girls, like, and then I'm just like, I'm not going to lie.
But that's what I'm saying. If everyone was like that, though, if everyone lived that unhealthy lifestyle, we'd all be on the same wavelength. Because nobody likes losing weight. Nobody likes going, working hard and all that sort of stuff. So what do we...
A lot of people really like it.
Yeah, well, they're weird. They're weird people.
Like, you're the one who doesn't like it.
I wouldn't say I'm in a minority. I say the majority go gym. I suppose there is a mental side of it as well, but I don't know. For me, I just think we should all just get back together and have fun and eat lots of Pringles.
I'd be okay with that. I think I'd do quite well with that. If it was all based on personality, I think it'd be alright. And then one is open to anything. So just a general wish.
I'd like if when you turn 18, you were just given a house. Just given a house and a
that'd
garden.
be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if your house is in Fermanagh? Fermanagh's shit.
If you got to choose where your house was.
Well, nobody's going to choose Fermanagh then. There's only so much space.
What about the Fermanagh economy?
We just
You're killing the Fermanagh
we'd
economy.
expand Dublin into Fermanagh.
Ew. No offense to any Fermanagh people listening, but...
that ship has sailed, kid.
I just hate Fermanagh, I'm sorry. I don't know why.
But it's Cavan you hated.
No, I love Cavan. Cavan's where my family's at.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Cavan's like my second favourite county. They won a big GA match recently and I was celebrating even though I didn't know what it was.
What's your first? Dublin?
Yeah.
All right.
What, open to anything, any wish whatsoever.
I really wish I thought about this in advance.
There's your wish.
There you go, genius.
Moving on, Jamie Lloyd, 1985 asked, thinking of the Kevin Durrant injury last night. Basically, the star player in the NBA came back to his team. They're going for their third championship in a row. They've been dominating the league for years. Then their star player went down. Looks like they're going to lose the whole thing. He came back dramatically. So they're 3-1 down the series. It's 1-4. He came back and it's like, oh my God, like, if they come back, they could come back from 3-1 down, which has only been done once, ever. And it's like, he's coming back. He plays amazing for the first quarter. In the start of the second quarter, he goes down injured again with a worse injury, and now he's gone completely. So that's what he's thinking of
Is
here.
that the Celtics?
No.
How are the Celtics getting on?
They're not.
I like the Celtics. They're really good.
They're gone. They wear green though, so
Yeah.
I see why. That could change the NBA for the next 5 years. What injury most changed its sport? Sports suggestions: Ronaldo 98 final, Beckham or Rooney metatarsal, Brady for Bledsoe, Gurley this year for the Super Bowl, Triple H quad, Austin neck. So we can do wrestling here as well, or sports in general. An injury changed its sport.
We could have qualified for the World Cup if Coleman wasn't injured.
Do you really stick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's not the biggest change. I just can't think of any big injuries in anything right now.
All right.
But like just on an Irish level, I feel like not having Coleman and having Cyrus Christie in there against Ericsson and all that against Denmark.
Yeah.
Do you think it would have been that match would have been that way with Coleman there?
If we wouldn't have lost 5-1.
Yeah, I mean, we might have still lost, but you don't know.
Yeah, I get you.
Paul McShane not being injured, on the flip side, a few years ago, could have got us a couple of tournaments.
Katie, an injury that changes sports. Are you going to say yourself here?
No.
Yeah, sure.
You know the landscape of Irish women's wrestling.
They all got signed. They didn't all get signed. I don't know. Please don't fucking take that as hearsay.
It's true. She told us off here.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. Oh God, because I don't follow any sports super closely.
It could be wrestling too. Yeah.
But even then, like, I'm trying to think who comebacks. Like, I don't know. It's a tough one.
So maybe someone that missed a big match or that didn't.
What about
get
Shawn
to do
Michaels? Yeah. He was out for like years.
Shawn Michaels being out in the Attitude Era. Bret Hart is a good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bret Hart, like, what
Yeah.
could have happened with WCW if he didn't go down? Like,
Yeah. Like, it's hard to look back in hindsight because, like,
do you know a really sad one?
what?
Is this an injury? Owen Hart.
It's a bit more than an injury.
It's a very serious injury. Like, but
That
like
counts as an injury, surely.
that's something which really changed things because that's someone that like was on his way to main event, was like would be in the Hall of Fame without a question these days. The safety of wrestling it caused into things, like that's a big one there. Like,
Yeah.
it changed a lot of things.
Like, on that vein, if we go actually outside to, like, what they changed, things like, okay, it wasn't an injury either, but, like, Chris Benoit changed a lot of things in
Yeah.
wrestling.
And
Like,
sports,
How we look at concussions in general, how we assess athletes before we let them continue.
changed everything. Football, rugby, all, like it's huge now.
Yeah.
It's a big thing, so that's a big one. Like if you consider, like, death is the worst kind of injury, but like
It still counts, yeah.
But
it
he had
does.
lots of injuries beforehand. This is like something I actually meant to talk about in the main show about the medics on things. Like, I hate this mentality in wrestling of being taught to train or to finish matches through injuries.
Yeah.
I hate it. I detest it. Maybe it's going to be next week's hot take.
So don't give it away.
But Chris Benoit would have had loads of little injuries that he probably hid or worked through, which
Yeah.
ultimately caused what happened.
You've saved that at the death because that has changed everything in sports. You've tied it all together nicely
Yep,
in a
full
bow.
circle.
Well played.
Without really knowing what I'm talking about.
Simpsons WWE, what recently made you feel old? I've gotten to the point now where people I know aren't getting married anymore. They're starting to get divorced. What's made you feel old?
What's a Post Malone? Made me feel pretty old. Having to ask Keane what a Twitch is. Pretty much most things involving Keane, to be fair.
I'm similar to Simpsons WWE in that I not so much marriages, but when the Leaving Cert were starting last week, I was like, I don't know anyone. Like, I had my sister a couple of years ago, but I'm like, I don't know anyone. Unless
Yeah.
someone in Fight Factory is, like, but, like, even then, like, I wouldn't be, like, mates with, like, a 16-year-old trainee.
Yeah.
Like, but, like, I don't know anyone who's doing their Leaving Cert. I've no one to wish good luck to. And, like, that's happened a few years in a row now, and I'm like, holy fuck.
My cousin texts me being like, are you still giving grinds? Because I used to teach art history and history grinds for Leaving Cert. And she's like, can you do grinds for her son? And I was like, oh, Christina, I'm out of school 12 years. Like, I don't know what's on the curriculum anymore. And as soon as I said that, I was like, I'm out of school 12 years.
Yeah. that gets you. That's
Yeah.
a tough one. Corporate Keane, what makes you feel old? We all been waiting for this.
Mostly I don't, because I hang out with people who are like older than me, like a lot older than me in some cases. Well, believe it or not, sometimes I do feel old. Sometimes when I hear that somebody who's born in 2007 is like 12 now, like 2007, still like I don't know. I
I vividly remember it. Like
They were in-
I was 20.
Yeah. And then like when I hear certain games that I played growing up are like over a decade old.
Anniversaries, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the other day was the 15th anniversary of My Chemical Romance big album. 3 Cheers, excellent album. 15 fucking years, like.
It was 20 years ago. Owen Hart's death was over 20 years ago. 20 years ago since 1999 in WWE. Like, that's fucked up. Keane's like, wasn't born.
Yeah, I was like, that doesn't really mean much to me. I wasn't around. Like, but, when I hear, what was 10 years ago? That's a good one. Like
10 years ago, 2009, I didn't watch because I was just finished wrestling.
So when I hear something that happened in 2009,
Jericho and HBK did their big.
Jericho being 48 makes me feel old.
Oh God!
it's not to answer
The
your
Rock's
question.
50.
Yeah.
What?
Oh wait, no, I could be getting that wrong.
The Rock?
No, that seems about right. He'd be older than Jericho.
Batista's like 51.
He always seemed older, though.
He had that quiet, mature, old way to
Yeah.
him. Sorry, go on, Keane. We
The Rock.
interrupted.
Well, yeah, I'll just say, to answer your question, not a lot right now, but I imagine like, if you ask me about a decade, I'll be like, oh, this. The Rock's 47. Yeah.
Jericho's older than The Rock.
Well, see, The Rock doesn't feel that old though. Like I have no problem imagining The Rock hopping straight back into the ring and beating shit out of people.
Yeah.
Because the way he keeps himself, like.
You know what the ultimate thing that makes me feel old is? I watch Riverdale. Do you ever watch Riverdale?
I've heard of it.
It's a teen mystery drama on
Yeah.
Netflix. I fancy all the dads in it. Like, not the kids, the dads. But the dads are played by, like, you know, Skeet Ulrich from, like, Scream.
Yeah.
And Luke Perry was on it. And, you know, all these just, like, hot dads.
Yeah.
So
I kind of like I feel the opposite way, whereas I look at like say people who are like 18, 19 and considered like really hot, like pop stars and so on, and I'm like, she's a baby. I'm like, that's a child. I'm just like, that she's wearing nothing. Put a jacket on that girl. Like, I'm just that's that's what makes me feel old. Declan Byrne 31 got on and asked more of a serious question. Not sure if it's a question or life advice, but how would you go about to prove to someone that you don't gamble no more?
Say you don't gamble. To say you don't gamble. I mean, there's no evidence of you not doing something. So if anyone needs proof, the only proof that's out there is proof of you doing something. So it's on them to prove something, not you, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so you just go, you prove it.
Yeah, exactly.
you don't have to prove anything to anyone, Declan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. That sounded better when she said it.
Like if you're looking for serious advice, I don't know, if you're responsible. Problemgambling.ie, we do a lot of this with Paddy's new yacht, like, and I know you don't gamble anymore, so like you're not at that stage, but at the same time, like that, you may be able to get resources for stuff like that and talk to people who've actually gone through that, and like you may be able to actually get practical advice, because it's something that like obviously we might be able to relate to on a personal level, but like if you talk to people who've gone through that kind of stuff before, they may be able to say, hey, look, oh yeah, totally get it. It's like, for example, I gave up drink when I was younger for a year or so, and now I can totally relate to, if you're in Ireland and you don't drink, you'll get this.
You're the
thing.
enemy. You're the
Yeah,
fucking enemy.
yes.
I could barely hang out when I was like 16 or something. I'd go somewhere and it'd be like, you don't drink. What the fuck do you mean you don't drink? Why don't you drink?
Yeah. People react so badly to
it's
it.
proper defensive stuff, like.
But you don't realise it until you don't drink. So,
Yeah.
like, it's one of those things where I can't necessarily relate to this in the way that maybe you might be hoping for. As well, like, another thing is, like, I know, Declan, you talk about this a lot, and I'm glad that you're able to talk about it publicly, and that's good. But at the same time, if you're telling people, it's like kind of if someone talks about their ex a lot, and like they're like, like I don't know, I'm ripping the piss here a little bit, but it's like we're a lighthearted wrestling podcast. They are like, give us questions about like TV and wrestling, and like you've sent in this question to us. It's kind of like if I tweeted like a Chris podcast. It was like, hey guys, love the show. I'm over my ex. It naturally sends the message that maybe you're not. No, I'm not saying that you're not. You might well be. You're probably grand, but at the same time, talking about it would, if someone is genuinely concerned for you and hoping that this is a part of your past, talking about it continuously to them may give the impression that it's not actually a part of your past, because it seems to be very much in your present. So maybe just let it be part of your past and then just kind of put it behind you and move forward past it. But at the same time, don't hesitate to talk about it if you need to, because with addiction it is an ongoing issue. But problemgambling.ie is your resource for stuff like that, and they'll be able to put you in touch with people who have gone through this and can relate. Owen_Davis1 got on and asked, what is the one thing, movie, song, food, brand of soap, anything that you think is criminally underrated, and what is one thing you think is criminally overrated? Something that's underrated.
I actually love some Irish rappers.
Okay.
Yeah, it's proper random. This is like something I actually don't talk about an awful lot. But like, for example, Mango and Matman are fucking unreal. JLOL is deadly. Couple like Rob Kelly, the one who does the Armstrong's theme. That Rob Kelly is fucking deadly.
That's an Irish rapper.
He's from Wexford, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He sounds like this is the thing. I hate Irish rappers that put on an American accent. I won't listen to it.
Right.
But yeah, no, he keeps his own accent like the whole way through. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I think Irish. There's a lot of Irish rappers that are pretty underrated.
I think my rap skills are really underrated.
Yeah,
I'm ridiculously good.
Can you demonstrate?
I can do 7 minutes of Rapper Salai. I said hip hop, the hip hop, but you don't stop the rocket to the bang bang boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to be. Now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat. It's just me, the crew, and my friends. We're gonna try to move your feet. See, I am on the mic, and I like to say hello to the left, to the right, the red, and the brown, to the purple and yellow. Well, first I gotta bang bang the boogie to the boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the bang bang boogie. Let's rock. You don't stop. Rock the rhythm now, make your body rock. Now so far you've heard my voice. I'm gonna brought 2 friends along, and next on the mic is my man Hank. So come on, Hank, sing that song. I can keep going.
My rap skills are really underrated. I murdered Katie Harvey.
Yes, you did.
Like, she faked an injury to get out of wrestling in front of crowds. So I murdered her so bad in a rap battle. She was too embarrassed.
But I murdered you in the John Cena rap battle.
That was a fake rap battle though. That was someone else's words. These are mine. I annihilated you with my own words, and I'm still really proud about it today. Like,
You rewrote a CM Punk promo.
oh no, not that one. I'm talking about the fucking rap battle.
What is it?
I can't remember how it went.
If your name was, if you're in more than hype, they'd be called just hype.
Oh, that one, yeah.
That was epic.
Yeah,
And
I died after that.
It was resoundingly
Passed
defeat.
away.
Something you feel is underrated.
Oh, I can talk forever about this wanky music and films, like, because I went to film school,
Yeah.
so I just love fucking obscure films and underrated films. Director called Shane Meadows. Anyone loves like kind of my favorite kind of films are like English and Irish, like gritty, sort of, you know, your commitments, your snapper, all that kind of thing. There's a director called Shane Meadows, and he does This Is England. Did you ever see it?
I've heard of it, I haven't seen it.
Amazing film, and it has a 2 series of a TV show as well, and it's just set in like kind of late 70s, 80s kind of punk England, and it's just like disaffected youth. Oh, it's amazing.
Oh.
He's got another one called Nil by Mouth. He's got another one called Dead Man Walking, and they're all set in like small villages and deal with like real characters and real people, and like he just doesn't get enough credit. He's fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you're looking for something interesting to watch, look up Shane Meadows.
Okay,
Brilliant.
interesting. Something that is completely overrated.
Oh, I've 2, right? I've 2. One of them is...
It's one of me.
No.
All right.
No, very cute. But-
You walked into that. You walked into that.
I tried to preempt the hurt,
Oh.
and then it hurt more.
I wasn't even going to mention you. Oh, no. But, what do you call it? So the first one, I think Nick will probably hate me when she hears it, but I don't care. I think Billie Eilish is fucking bad. The thing is, with music, it's like, it's subjective. So I'm not going to turn around and say, this is objectively shit. But I don't think Billie Eilish's music just doesn't appeal to me at all. I really don't like it.
I'm so tempted to like make this like Let's Depress Nicola session and say John Moxley.
Oh,
I won't really, like, I don't think so, but like, just like, let's just pile on.
My other one is Lewis Capaldi. Right? Do you know Lewis Capaldi?
Yes.
Okay, so his music is... I don't like his music, but again, that's subjective, so I don't mind that.
Good.
The one thing that I find really overrated about Lewis Capaldi, right? If you ever see him on Twitter or you ever see him on Instagram or anywhere, like, he's fairly funny, he seems pretty cool, but he puts up one, you know, kind of funny thing, and everyone's like, that is so funny!
Yes.
Oh, that is so Lewis Capaldi!
Yes.
So funny!
Yeah.
It's hilarious! Funniest person ever! It's so funny! I'm like, right, it was you know,
And it'll just, I totally get that. It'll just be a tweet that's like, just going to the jacks.
Yeah.
Oh, he's done it again.
When like the actual funniest musician is James Blunt.
Yes.
Have you ever been on his
I
tour?
agree.
I've heard, yeah, I've seen
Fantastic.
some things.
Very
Yeah.
funny.
But like,
Fantastic.
well, yeah, and then Lewis Capaldi's music is so depressing for who he is as well. Like, that's another reason why I'm not a fan of him, because like, I want to like him, because I'm like, oh yeah, it seems pretty cool. And I turn on the music, and it's a bit sort of just... it's kind of just suck the atmosphere out of my phone, like.
I'm gonna go one further and say, and this is also answering another question. All young person music, and this is as a former DJ speaking. Like, I was like on top of fucking music for years, and I just got to a stage, and I always said it with DJing, where it was just like, I'm gonna reach a stage in my life where I'm like, I just want to listen to stuff that I listened to when I was 14 again, and I am now at that stage where I'm like listening to like, I'll say the Lewis Capaldis of this world and stuff like that. And I'm just like, it's all shy. It's all just like the same shit that was out in our day, except like our day was like better because I was relevant then. And it's like, it's not. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, it's just it's not for me. And like, so now all I think is like, why do they like this crap like all the time about nearly every fucking new song? But like, I know as well, I'm just old and it's not for me. But I do also feel that way, like, about a lot of the new music out these days. Katie, something completely overrated.
Let's go TV. I hate when people tell me, it's kind of like you at wrestling matches, Keane. I hate when people tell me things are really good or really bad.
Right.
Like, for me, it's a spoiler with TV shows. And I hate when people are like, oh, you don't watch so-and-so? Oh, you're fucking missing out. And then proceed to tell me, like, the plot and why I should love it.
Oh.
It's the reason why I didn't watch Game of Thrones for years. But sometimes I cave when I watch the shows. Breaking Bad is fucking awful. I got through every episode. I made it to the finish. It is so overrated. It is not a great show.
Oh, no.
It's not.
Disagree.
Yeah, I disagree as well. You're wrong.
You are both wrong.
Objectively wrong.
You are both wrong. And I stuck it out. I watched every single episode.
Like, because you did that, I'm not going to fight with you on it. Because I respect the fact that you've done that, and that makes you entitled to your opinion as much as I dislike that opinion.
You're not entitled to your opinion because your opinion's wrong. But like, I do get, because I see people who are like, oh, I hate this show. It's like, did you watch it? No, I haven't watched it yet. But like, who was it? So Flint, shout out to Flint, who said he had a complaint about Game of Thrones, the TV show.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that he never actually watched the TV show.
What?
I was like, yeah.
You got into it with me on Twitter.
And I was like, I mean, alright. But, yeah, so if you've seen it, like, yeah, but you're still wrong, so, you know. But then again, I was 14 when I saw Breaking Bad, so I don't really remember all of it. Like,
do you know you're meant to think along with him? Like, when he has a plan, you're meant to plan with him.
Yeah. I don't want to do that.
You don't want it. So do you just not like Bandersnatch or anything like that?
Oh no, I love Bandersnatch. I love Black Mirror. I do actually like TV that makes me think. I don't know. I just didn't find it that interesting. Just didn't click with me whatsoever.
Look, because you've seen it through, I can't argue.
Yeah, I do tend to finish things out.
Yeah.
Like, that I don't like. I do like, if I commit, I'll watch it. But that was tough. Like Orange is the New Black. Didn't get the hype about that either.
Really?
Yeah, I actually didn't finish that. I got through 2 seasons and I was like, I can't watch anymore. Stranger Things as well. Watched 1 season. Didn't get the hype.
What?
Yeah.
Like, that's like buried in your nostalgia, like.
Yeah.
Like yours, like mine too. I'm the same age.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Okay, that is crazy. Joe Stodge, I'm starting to just judge your taste now. Joe Stodge, what is your honest opinions on this new Baller Club t-shirt? It's a t-shirt where it's kind of the UK flag, the Union Jack, except it's got like kind of lightning in the corner in a very Finn Balor-esque style. Is it just American ignorance or geography again, or what's the story?
Money grubbing, isn't it?
Yeah.
People from the UK love wearing shit with the UK flag on them.
Yeah.
So like, let's just target a load. And like, they love claiming successful Irish people.
They love anyone. Andy Murray, Scottish.
Yeah.
Oh, he's UK, Britain.
Yeah. Like, so that's all it is.
Yeah.
It just made me sad and confused. Because, like, I didn't know it was real until last night. I thought it was a joke. And then, no, apparently it's real. So I am sad and confused.
Joe, you disorientated our very injured colleague, Katie Harvey. I hope you feel happy with yourself. Keen, your thoughts?
yeah, thanks. Fucking hate it.
Yeah.
I thought, like...
famed Republican Corbett Keane.
Yeah. I thought the whole idea was it came out around the UK takeover.
Yeah.
So it was like UK fans showing that they like the Baller Club, but it's like... If this sort of thing happens all the time, you see, I don't follow WWE merch or the WWE shop. So if this happens all the time, where wrestlers will have their own merch made in foreign flags, then fine. But
yeah, I get that.
No, not fine. No, it's horrible. I hate it. Even with that, it's still shit. But I'm trying to like reason it out as something other than just them going, oh well, it's near enough to the UK, so they probably love it. That's probably what it was.
They didn't know. They didn't know. They didn't know how much it would cut, because you wouldn't do that if you knew.
There's just too much context. Like, there's just too much history.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder, did he ever prove it? Like,
I doubt it.
I doubt.
Like, I
really doubt, like, he's like, yeah, that's a good idea, go for it.
Yeah, I suppose they've released a lot of questionable t-shirts, haven't they?
It's fucking horrible. No, John, now,
there's no way that he's like, I can't see any problem with this. Not a chance. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I've avoided all thinking about this and talking about it because it genuinely does make me angry. I fucking hate it. I hate it so much. It's like, do you ever see when Reebok released a t-shirt for Conor McGregor and it was like Ireland's finest or something like that, and it had Ireland but the North was cut out of it, and it was like, where's the North? And they literally had to take the shirt back because everyone was like, this is fucking shit.
Jesus.
But
especially for that market as well, like, it's like,
shocking, absolutely. And like, I don't like, I mean, you look at how, like, again, like, you go back to like the famine and all the history. It's it's not just like, it's not like an American being called Canadian. It's worse than that. It's like, you said, like, there's history there. It's shit. It's fucking shit.
And like, even now, like, even though things have smoothed over, I'm not like anti-English or anything, but we got t-shirts for the Spice Girl concert and I was Ginger Spice and I opened up my one and I had a Union Jack on it and I actually didn't want to wear it. I was like, I can't.
I'll never wear anything with Union Jack on it, ever.
Really?
Like, cause it's not right. It doesn't feel right.
Like, I won't buy them boots everyone wears in the UK for wrestling because they have a tiny Union Jack on it. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm sorry to any UK listeners.
We're going to move on before we become an IRA propaganda.
Just to clarify, not anti-British. If you're British, then that shit. That's cool. I mean, you're from there. But I'm not, and there's history I don't want to.
I'm not anti-British. It's just my Irish identity means a lot to me.
Thank you.
That's a good way of putting it.
That was way better than me going, up the rat.
Which is where I felt we were going.
At no point did we endorse the rat. Let's just make that.
Killer Steve W got on last. This week at E3 remakes and remasters were announced of beloved classics. If you could have any wrestling video game remade, which would it be?
Here Comes the Pain's the obvious one. I'd like maybe backyard wrestling, but with like Irish wrestlers. That'd be a laugh. Imagine
who'd be there.
Oh, I'd throw Katie in and just like break her arms. That'd be funny. It'd be like, you get literally the whole Irish wrestling scene in there. It'd be so fun, like an arcadey type game. Which Here Comes the Pain kind of is. It is kind of it's a good mix between arcadey and realistic at the time as well. What other, like, I loved Ultimate X in Impact, but the rest of the game is pretty bad. So if you remade it but made it like fun, that'd have been
make
a
good TNA game.
Yeah, just a good game with Ultimate X in it.
Yeah,
there you go. That'd be so good.
Was there a Simpsons wrestling game?
Yes, a good version of that would have been good.
Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah.
We played it before Double or Nothing, and it was bad. Like, fun bad though on the big screen. Like, it actually worked because of how bad it was, because it was just pure randomness.
Yeah.
Whoever won, although I think Old Mason still ended up winning. So no, I don't think he did actually. So yeah, there you go. For me, I will always look back at WWF Attitudes fondly. Now, I couldn't have the patience for it these days, like having to remember the combinations of the moves. But back in the day, I knew every wrestler's combo for every move. Like, all the moves I liked and wanted to do, I knew the combo for it. Like that hits me right there. And then the coolness of seeing actual entrances, even though they weren't, but it was just like, previously all we'd seen is a wrestler like coming out on screen and then like doing a taunt and then walking straight, and then they go out of view and then the next wrestler enters. The fact that you could see them actually walk to the ring, they were like, was awesome. So yeah, Attitude for me. Sean McSarron got on last. Who's your favourite wrestler never to main event a major show and or win a major championship, and why is it Dom Tuck?
Look, everyone knows my favourite wrestler in the world is Dom Tuck, but I think that question is premature because he will main event and he will win titles. So I think that's a ridiculous suggestion.
Who are you?
What the fuck? That's the most non-Katie thing I've ever heard.
Sorry, that's actually real life Coach Katie. Dom is genuinely like my favourite down trainer. He's really good. Yeah, kayfabe Katie. Yeah, what a little shit. No, the Mid-Card Mafia are my favourite thing about Fight Factory. Legit. Like, I've seen their newest promo that's going up this week, and it's
why aren't they fighting Jonathan Gresham?
Because that would be unfair to Jonathan Gresham.
Oh, that's true. Actually,
because I wouldn't want to bring him to Ireland to embarrass him on his first trip.
That's a good point. That's actually a good point. I can't argue with that.
Yeah. I don't know what my real answer to this question is.
The Mid-Card Mafia count.
You can have that's your real. They're your favourite. They're your favourite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like, Triple H.
Yeah, don't let people be like, oh, well, it has to be Okada or
Japanese people will get pedantic because I was thinking like like Roddy Piper, but he's done main events. He just hasn't won major titles. And it's like everything is so pedantic. Like, like The Miz is my favorite wrestler, but he's main evented and he's won titles, but he's still not like Rock level, you know. So it's a tricky question to answer.
Well, you kind of have to go local in some way because we do count local wrestling. So you almost have to kind of go.
How would you define a major event?
Because
Rowan main evented, right? He was in the Royal Rumble, and he's, he is the title, so he doesn't count. So Alison Kay is my next one, but Alison Kay is main evented loads of pay-per-views and stuff. So I'm like, is that major? I mean,
is there anyone?
Do you know who I'm going to answer? Because I only found out this very recently. Who's never won a singles title ever?
Who?
Justy.
Oh yeah,
never won a singles title. That blew my mind. Like,
I
think the first ever singles title Jordan ever won was the Irish Junior Heavyweight.
Jesus,
isn't that mental to think about?
That's crazy. It's like, I think we can all go with Justy just to get out of this. But I am happy with that because the first title Justy will ever hold, the first singles title, will be the 9 to 5 championship that he wants to do.
Yeah,
you know it's going to happen somewhere, sometime. And that's going to be the first belt he holds, and that's right. So,
the training school has brought in a 24/7 title.
Brilliant.
Yes. It's just a replica WWE title that we found, and they've been rolling each other up for the last week.
Has anyone kicked out of a roll up yet?
No, you can't roll ups. You can't get roll ups.
Kendo CCFC got on and asked, you can ask one person in wrestling one question where they must tell the truth. Who do you ask and what question?
Okay, so you know when okay, are you alright?
Yeah, my answer I'm not sure I could say out loud.
Okay, fine. All right,
I really want to hear this.
Yeah, I know. Alright. But so basically, remember when Bad News Barrett came out and he was like, he ripped into the crowd and he's like, you're all gonna eat yourselves to death. None of you are gonna be around, this time next month. And then Jerry Lawler came in and he's like, next week, hopefully, you won't be around. And then he sat down. That was his whole comeback. I just want to ask him why he said that. Like, what's the point of that? Like, that's just what I need to know. Like, I think about it a lot. Actually, no. Did any of you see my Twitter recently with Barry Stevens, the lad who Ryback killed in his debut, where he comes out and he's like, I'm in New York, and this is supposed to be the happiest place on earth, but you people are the rudest people on earth. And then Ryback came out and squashed him. It was Ryback's debut. I'd love to know why he said that as well. Like, so it's just basically stuff like that.
Why did you say this?
It's just like, just go back to like all the random weird like promos where you're like, why did you say that? Like, I don't really there's no big secrets I really care about as much as like, I want to know why Jerry Lawler said that to Bad News Barrett.
I want to ask Vince McMahon, why are you mental? And I want an honest answer. Because, like, if you ask a broad question, you have to get a broad answer if he's going to be honest. It's like, well, it all started back at, there we go. That's what I want.
No, because he has a really dark past, like childhood and all this,
But I want to know the story of how he became him today. I want a Vince McMahon autobiography. I want, like, a truthful one. And I feel like that's the one thing we're missing from wrestling. It's the one kind of, like, big, like, gaping hole in wrestling that explains everything and explains everything about this hobby and why we like it and why it's weird and why we hate part of it. And I think that is the question to ask to get to that. Why are you like this? And then I think we get there. Katie, we really want to know your answer. Have you decided if you can say it?
I'd ask Justy what happened with Nick Aldis. And I know because I was there. I just like seeing him explain it. Or I'd ask Hulk Hogan, is he a racist?
And he has to answer honestly.
And he has to answer honestly.
Brilliant.
He already answered it. Like, publicly, did he not? With the tape? Was that not kind of your answer? Like,
yeah, what more do you need?
Yeah,
that's true.
It wasn't even like he said it, he slipped up. It was like he literally went in, I don't know.
Maybe just to indict him again so we can get rid of him again for a while.
Ask him
filthy racist.
In a courtroom, like, Jordan_Sweet1 got on and asked, Northern Irish versus Irish wrestlers booker card based on this premise.
Bollocks.
We're short for time, so let's not, like...
So, if you go onto the Low Blows Network and look up PWU... sorry, that sounds meaner than I wanted it to come out.
Alright, so you need to start at top right. Champion versus champion, whatever you want to call it. So Devlin obviously has to take on Hooch. That's kind of the dream. You bring in, who do we have? Balor versus Tucker, maybe. Becky versus Tucker. Corbyn versus Thatcher, Terry Thatcher. I think that'd be a good match.
Oh,
That actually would be really good.
Oh,
Finley versus Session Mob.
Bonesaw versus Thatcher, I'd say. Like sick, angry Bonesaw. Like,
I want to see Bonesaw versus Justin Daniels.
oh,
I was going to say Bonesaw versus Raven Creed. That's what I was saving up for. Because they're both kind of like brawler type. You know what I mean?
I'm just
like,
saying, ooh, in different ways.
Finley versus Session Mob is something I want to see.
Finley versus.
Finley versus Joe.
Oh,
After their Twitter battle.
I want to see Tron versus Unknown.
oh, that'd be so good.
Yes.
No, that actually would be the best match ever. There was another one. The obvious one. This is like the ultimate dream match. How have neither of you mentioned it so far? Adam Maxted versus CT Flexer to see who the best body bro really was.
No?
Yeah, there you go. CT Flexer is winning that, just in case you didn't know.
Okay, fair.
Best body bro. There's another one. Fuck, it's going in my head. I don't know. I forget.
I can't say it. I'm thinking.
I threw a couple of ideas in there. Who'd you put Becky against? Oh, Becky versus Russell Dempster. There we go.
The obvious one.
Because Becky's obviously really good, but could she take on the Dempster truck?
That would be a test.
I don't know. It's something I want to see, though.
T Kenny 2622 got on that. Which imports would you like to bring into OTT to put over young Irish talents the most? Me personally, I bring in Shingo Takagi to wrestle Michael May. Oh, there's so many. No, it's a good match. Sorry, that was.
I know. Look at your New Japan happiness.
That was a happy on. But I just thought there are so many people that you could have versus Michael May. That's like
Zack Sabre Jr. I said it last week.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
that'd be whopper. Jericho and LJ.
Yeah.
Has always been my sort of dream.
Alison Kay versus Raven Creed. Just throwing it out there.
Do you know all the dream matches that we've said like loads in the past? Them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, Tony. We're just time for time. Chris Jack 85 got on and asked, other than the Floodgate match, what other special stipulation of gimmick matches did you potentially have up your sleeve for Courage and any other promotions? Do you want to give?
No, I was going to say, this is a shit answer to give to you, and I'm sorry. But the thing is, in wrestling, you just don't know where you're going to end up.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, a year before Courage, I could have never imagined that. Like, I wasn't even commentating or anything I wasn't involved, let alone booking for a promotion. So who the fuck knows where I'll be this time next year? Or, like, you just don't know. Probably nowhere, but I could be somewhere.
Yeah.
And then you could end up using those ideas again.
Yeah.
So I will say one thing: 24/7 title was something I had planned. So that was obviously stolen from us, and no one else could put that until then. So that was stolen. John Kelly sex shop deathmatch. I can give that away. That's not too crazy. And there was
did I nix any ideas as that can never happen? I feel like
probably
I did.
about a lot. But one thing I will say, just because it's not an original idea, but it was something that I don't think had been done. I don't think it still has been done. But I'm not going to credit myself because I took it off Twitter. It was, I think the Progress lads might have mentioned it or something. Someone said it in a tweet where it was like you send your ring crew off with whatever amount of money, go to the little middle aisle, and replace everything under the ring with random items from Lidl's middle aisle, and you have a little middle aisle death match. I wanted to put, well, this isn't true, this is just something I came up with recently, I thought it'd be funny, put Jussie in a Heinz ketchup death match. So it would be like, Festus. Festus after the bell rings, and he just destroys anyone in front of him because he hates being where he is. He's like, I'm just going to kill the person in front of me because of this position I'm in.
Yeah.
He'd be like that. It'd be mad.
Can we give away, the idea I had was, can we give away the match that the lads involved didn't want to work? I'm trying not to give away too much here.
No, that's...
Could that get used again?
It's so dumb.
I
it's
like
so
that
funny.
idea.
It could,
you
never know. It could be used again.
Do you know that stip?
Which one?
Do we tell you? Well, you know the match and you know the lads, but do you know the stip that we had?
I don't think you're giving me enough information.
See, I hate
so
this,
I
because I know the
matches.
listeners listen in and we're basically teasing them, and I hate that.
I don't want it, but like...
Can you give me one person in the match just so I know which match you're talking about?
No.
So, listeners, I am exactly where you are right now, in the dark.
I'll tell you, we not, because that would have been a funny thing.
Yeah.
And that can work somewhere else. Yeah. Sorry, guys. We'll tell you after, Kenny.
If you come to Fight Factory next week, you might see.
Oh.
I don't know if
I
you
don't
will.
know if that could work on Fight Factory.
You need it.
They need to come and find out.
It's too stupid, though. Like, it'll work for us in Courage, where the idea is it's ridiculous.
It's a GCW type, like, ultra dumb fun type thing. It's not like...
But it'd really work, too. Like, if you did it right. It really
See, no,
would.
I hate doing this because I know, like, I've been in that position where you're listening.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck
No,
are they
sorry,
talking
guys.
about? I hope this all gets edited out.
We're not going to say. We're not going to say. But we're not going to keep going on. Our stand down, last but not least, got on that. NXT Ireland has just been announced with a performance centre in that loan. Ross Common side. Who would be named GM? All right, NXT Ireland. Who would be named GM? So, like, someone that, like Finley or something, like. You're talking an Irish legend or something.
Oh,
like
Finley
that.
be perfect for that, yeah.
Yeah, like a William Regal type role. Finley would be the guy, yeah. Who would be in charge of finances to turn a profit? Yeah.
The lads who ran Courage.
Hey, that was unnecessarily mean. Like,
I was going to say Katie. Was like the sensible one. It's like, right, that's important. Katie, you mind that.
I mean, like, I don't want to state the obvious, but, like, Joe's done all right, like, with that sort of thing. I don't know, but who's been a good promoter then in Ireland?
Emma from the merch table at Five Factory. She's real good with money.
There we go.
You go, right. Emma, you just got promoted. Who's the social media manager?
Connor Day.
Debbie
No
Cartel.
What?
Debbie Cartel.
No, Connor Day.
Debbie's a serious answer. Connor
No,
is the
it's Connor
fun.
Day.
Connor is the fun answer. Justy is the nuclear option.
What about Alexander Dean?
Oh, no. That is Plan Z. Weekly TV show on RTE2 where Top 30 Hits used to be. There we go. Is there any other roles we could give away? Like who's like, I don't know.
Head coach. Important role.
Yeah, but
That coach life is very important.
it's gonna get into like real like patting people on the back kind of.
Yeah.
I want the funny questions.
It's stating the obvious, basically. Like, who's the lead role already? And you just put them in.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I could just think of mean answers.
All right, guys, let's move on. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for your questions. Extra week, guys. The past 2 weeks, that is me clapping.
What the fuck is that?
It sounds.
Stop.
Now I'm just banging them up. Clapping.
For what?
The questions, they were great the past 2 weeks.
Yeah,
You could have got 2 out of that. You definitely could have got 2 asked up blows, I'd say.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, but we need you to keep them coming in. We need new content next week, so please tweet us in at #lowblows. Anything you want answered, and we will answer them. We will be back next week, so stay tuned for that. But until then, for Corporate King, for Katie Harvey, I've been Rick Nash, and that's the bottom line. Because Low Blow said so.